Yo, yo, and we right back like we left something. Not quite right back. We're a few minutes late, but better late than never. We back in this piece. Had a technical hiccup that we had to sort out, but we in the building. Thank you all for joining us tonight. This is Bullspit. I am one of your hosts, Emilio Bucks.
And I am your other host, Kristen Stats.
And right now, I'd like to bring on to the show. We have a guest host joining us tonight to talk a little Bulls, and he looks decked out. Let's bring on Mr. Chicago. Yo, what's good, sir?
What's up, man? How y'all doing?
We're doing good, man. I like your setup. I see you got the Jordan.
Oh yeah. I'm Chicago everything, man. I actually, you know what? I live in Atlanta, but ain't nothing in my house say Atlanta on except the light bill and my driver's license.
That's what's up. Doesn't like
Chicago everything.
Living away from the city. I found this when I lived away. It made me like almost more patriotic towards Chicago. Like my teams and stuff, like not being there made me rep them harder. I lived in LA, I lived in Columbia, and it made me rep harder. Just, I know part of you, like, you missed the crib and you want to let people know that, hey, I ain't from here.
Oh, listen. Every time I meet somebody, they ask me, am I from here? I'm like, no, man, I'm from Chicago, man.
That's right, all day.
And I definitely do rep. And what's funny about living down here is that I've been living down here almost 12 years, and I meet people from Chicago that live here all the time.
I know there's a lot of Chicago transplants, right?
Yeah, so yeah, I definitely, and people see me out with different Chicago things. I have more Bulls hats than I have any other hat. So Bulls and Bears are the most, and then White Sox be right there after. But I rep all Chicago sports teams, man, to the fullest.
That's what's up. Yeah. Like, do you find that you miss some of the local chatter? Like, you probably get a lot of it doing the show. Like, I know when I was away, and it's like the world seemed a little bit bigger back when I was away. This is like 15, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And so, like, I didn't have any, like, Chicago news. So, like, the Chicago beat writers, like, I really missed, like, kind of the insider reporting, being away. Like, I was just getting, like, national coverage, which is not the same.
Yeah. I mean, what's funny about that, though, is that I'm so Chicago that I follow Chicago news on sports social media. I follow Chicago media, so I'm always up to date with what's going on. For the most part, it's going on in Chicago. 99% of my family still live up there, so if I ain't looking on social media and checking for things, they'll hit me up and like, cuz like this is what's going on up here and stuff like that. And so every time I come home, man, it's refreshing, but it's also kind of like it's bittersweet for me coming home every time I come visit, because almost every single time I go to Chicago to visit, I hardly recognize the city, man. And that's a good and bad thing, because the bad thing is that being from Inglewood, I don't recognize Inglewood at all, man. Like none of what it was looking like when I was growing up as a kid. So but I do take in, every time I go home, I have to take that Lakeshore Drive. Like,
absolutely,
that is the most beautiful skyline ever invented. And let me tell it, the only skyline that will come remotely close to being as beautiful as Chicago is Miami. Miami skyline is beautiful.
It does have a nice skyline.
I'm a homer, so I'm always pick. Ain't no drive like Lakeshore Drive, especially at night during the summertime. That's the most beautiful drive in the world to me, man. It
is a beautifully architectured skyline. Like, I like New York skyline, but what's dope about it is it's just so big, but it's more blocky, and it's kind of like plainer than Chicago skyline.
Yep, it is.
And then, cool, man.
So the skyline from off the water like that.
Yeah.
That's a nostalgia that you just cannot duplicate. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Especially summertime shot. Like, everybody hears about summertime Chicago, but to experience it for as much as I have in my life, like, it never gets old.
Yeah, it's what keeps people living here, because people talk about moving all the time, and then summer rolls around, they're like, "Oh, this is love." And then that winter hits, and they're like, "I forgot to move."
down here because people think that Chicago folks are just rude by nature. I say, listen, man, it's really the weather that brings your mood down in Chicago. Because you can't speak to people in the wintertime, man. It's too
really is.
Be saying hi, man. This damn wind high. Why you talking to me like that? Like
it really is.
It's not naturally rude. It's just 95% of the year. It's just too damn cold up there, and so I don't miss that. Now we just got some snow down here a couple of days ago, and folks is out here losing their mind, having the time of their life. I'm like, pump your brakes. I lived through that. Okay, I know what real snow looks like. Y'all just experience it once every 7 years. So
I guess it's all relative. You know what I mean? Like to them, it looks like the end of the world. You know, just
now they were out here celebrating.
Some people get excited,
yeah. They were out here sledding and skiing, and I mean, I'm just like, I get it. Y'all don't snow every 6-7 years, but I'm just like, okay, y'all a little bit too excited right now,
like little kids, right?
Just, yeah.
Well, that's because they know it's gonna be nice soon. Yeah. Like they don't have months.
They don't have to shovel it.
Yeah.
Exactly, because it's going to go
not
away.
Going to work in it every day.
Yeah, it's already gone. And for me to get all 4 seasons, I am spoiled by Atlanta weather because I get all 4 seasons. As you all know, it's only 2 seasons in Chicago. It's cold as hell and it's kind of hot. Like
lately though, it hasn't been as cold the winter. I mean, it's been cold now, but you know how like it used to be bitterly cold when we were all younger. Like at least it hasn't. And we do get a few breaks every now and then. And when I say this, you understand. 50, 45, that's a break. Like that's like springtime. Like when it's been the real feel is like -5 or whatever, and then we get a 35-degree day, we're like partying. It's like, where are we going tonight? Where's everyone going?
It felt pretty good today.
Today, yes.
It felt pretty good down here today too. It was 55 degrees down here, so
55,
We're talking about
here. We was like,
35 felt good here, Mr. Chicago.
Right, it was like 35.
Yeah, 35 would feel good if that wind chill ain't hitting you so hard. So
see, it wasn't windy. It had been. We'd have wind chill the other few, and it's gonna get cold again, like starting Saturday, Sunday, whatever. So today and then tomorrow is gonna be almost 40. So it's like it feels good.
I want to ask y'all this question, and this is a funny question too, because I can see that we're probably around the same age, or at least a couple years off, but we pretty much can remember this in our childhood. So you remember growing up and having to go to school, waking up early in the morning, you would see people getting out and going to their cars, starting their cars up in that blizzard, in that snow for like 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, going back in the house, going back to sleep for a couple of hours, coming back outside just to see that their car got warm enough for them to get inside. And you ain't have to worry about nobody stealing it because it's too damn cold out here.
Nobody's out there.
It's too much snow. Where you gonna go? And how fast you think you're gonna go?
Right.
You know what I mean? So I remember seeing stuff like that, and it was funny now, just like thinking back on it. And how much snow was up there. I was telling folks, listen, I was finding friends in the snow on my way to school. Like, I was looking for them for a couple of days. I'm like, oh, you was here the whole time. But yeah, I was sitting up here be lying to my mother about how sick I was because I saw how what that snow and that blizzard looked like. One time it was so white outside, my pupils were dilating. So I'm just
right. I know what you mean.
It's too much. So I was like, it worked out a while, but my mother like caught on and knew I was lying. So she was like, no, your ass ain't sick. Get up and you going to school. I'm like,
you know, I feel like my kids get quite a few like snow days and cold weather days. Man, they never call Cook County.
Listen, you would probably laugh and be mad down here because they have more breaks down here than I've ever heard of in my life. And I'm telling my age here, they got a fall break, a spring break, a summer break, a winter break, on top of the Christmas and New Year's break. I'm just like, so how much, what are y'all doing in school again?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. My kids have the same thing. Like they had all of Thanksgiving week off, plus like the Friday before. That was like winter break.
We had 2 days off.
Yeah, it was Thanksgiving and the day after.
That was it. They had all week plus an extra day.
Yep. The longest one was Christmas and New Year's. So that was a given too.
Yeah, that was the longest. Yeah. And like Emilio was saying, now they get wind chill. Schools closed because of the wind chill. Like they will close. Even Chicago public schools, they will close because of the wind chill. Though they
I'm telling
closed
you, these
right now because of
kids
snow.
See,
soft.
We were like, wind chill,
no wonder
please.
why these kids are soft, man. See
Kids
that,
soft,
man?
bruh.
We had to put on our snowsuits and wrap that scarf all the way we were
Moon
And
boots and
thermals
trudge to
on
school.
underneath the snowsuit.
Yes. And most of the time, some of us had to walk. So
Yep. On top of having a
At
reversible
least
coat
walk
that you
one
had to
way,
wear
if
for
not
at least-
both ways, one way.
Yeah. I don't know about y'all, but I had a reversible first down coat that I had to wear for at least 7 winters in a row. Whether I grew out of it or not, it was like, hell, you gonna make this work. I had to put on other layers underneath that, but I ain't coming from the money, man. Coming from Inglewood.
I mean, now that, especially if we worked in the school, when we worked in the school, we did look forward to the wind chill day because that means we got off too. But it was just amazing that became a thing. It's too cold to go to school. It's never been too cold to go to school.
Never.
Yeah.
I said, boy, the word
And
is
even
cold.
offices, even organizations, companies were like, you could work remote because of the wind chill and stuff like that. It was crazy.
Yeah, now they have virtual days too for school and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, the computer changed a lot. You know
It
what I
definitely
mean?
did. And I actually work in tech by profession, so I've been working from home for the last 6, almost 7 years. So it's not
There
new
you
to
go.
me. Even during the pandemic, I was working from home. But now seeing we had to buy my daughter, who's in 2nd grade, a laptop, and she has one virtual day a month. It's the 2nd or 3rd Friday of every month. Oh, tomorrow is a virtual day of the first one of the 2025 year. But I'm just like, wait, what? Y'all do what again? Okay, I'm lost.
Yeah, that skin is very thin now.
Yeah. So speaking of soft,
Oh man,
what's up with these young bullies?
Oh man. So
I want to get both of y'all's thoughts on this. I want to know, how does this group stay together this long, underachieving, and the coach keep his job? Like, it seems like by now they should have at least moved on from Billy Donovan.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Somebody, you gotta jump in on that.
Okay, so one of my problems, and Billy Donovan seems like a fine man, but if the team has played down to their competition every year he's been there, that's a coaching issue. I know it's on the players as well, but that's a coaching issue, because why does your team keep doing that? Why do they continue to look at the down team as if they're not the down team?
Mm-hmm.
You know, like you keep looking at they're less than you, and you're barely winning more, or you're winning even less than them. So to me, that's a coaching problem, and it has been a coaching problem, because I'm sorry, some people don't have freedom to shoot threes. That needs to end. Everyone should not have freedom to shoot a 3 all the time.
Good Lord.
I'll let you go now, Mr. Chicago.
Okay, listen, if you were near me right now, I would just hug you in kindred spirits right now, because you're speaking my language right now. There are things in life that keep me up at night, that keep me sleep deprived. There's inflation, global warming, and Chicago sports teams keeping their damn coaches around, knowing damn well they should have been fired. Now, yes. Billy Donovan has been so consistently inconsistent. And I'm just like, okay, I'm seeing a trend here in Chicago where the coaches are getting fired. I don't know what pictures he got or what evidence he got on these damn GMs and owners, Jerry Reinsdorf, but keeping him around knowing that this team is forever stuck in purgatory, it's ridiculous to me. I don't understand how he's not evolving or getting better with this. It's like they're doing just enough to say they're doing just enough. And I don't like that at all. This is the mecca of basketball. Chicago is. The NBA needs Chicago to exist. And for our professional sports team like the Bulls to be looking like this, to your point, Kristen, about them playing down in their competition, 1 minute they'll beat the Boston Celtics one game and then lose to the damn Wizards. What are you doing, man? Where is the consistency? I have not gotten a full night's rest digesting the fact that they have the record for the most combined missed threes in a game. If you miss 75, damn it, you took 300 because you're not making a combined number of 75 threes. You're so prone to want to shoot threes. I don't like, and this is where a lot of guys call me an old head or old time or OG, because I almost don't like none of this new stuff at all. I don't like nothing about the NBA when it comes to this play in, play out, play all around about damn tournament. I got to give you extra incentives. You're making $40 million a year, and I got to give you extra $500,000.
The bar is so low now.
To play hard.
That's right.
Just like you're sitting here, and all you're doing is shooting threes and not playing defense. You care about stats, dressing like weirdos, being on TMZ caught with Instagram models, and winning ain't even on your list of things to do. We're not winning with the current team that we have in place, and we've had this team in place for quite some time now to not have made any moves to get them better.
So let me ask y'all this. It seems like I think we agree that it's systematic.
Absolutely.
It's not it's not as easy as just, well, they don't have enough players or they got bad players. They got good enough players to be playing better than they're playing.
Because they've done it.
So
I want to believe
what is
that,
keeping Billy? I just feel like what's the possibility of they keep Billy around because who's calling this shot? Who's saying make them shoot threes in volume to make more threes? That's how you make more threes, is shoot way more threes, but their percentage is still terrible, right? Because they're missing more than they're making. So who's really calling the shot? Is it Billy? Is it Billy?
He has always wanted. That's why. Remember when the story about Zach not being a team player and all that, and DeMar wasn't going to be the right fit because he just wanted people to shoot threes. That's all he wants to do, and that is fine if you have the players who can actually do it. On this team, they only have 3 who can shoot the 3 relatively consistently. And the other ones can't. They can luck up and hit a 3. Yep. There is no reason why Matas Buzelis should shoot so many damn threes. All we want to see you do is drive to the hole and dunk on somebody. Jesus. Julian Phillips, you are too damn athletic to always be shooting a 3. Dalen Terry, you are lost, so you should not be shooting so many threes. Jalen Smith, you are too damn big to always shoot a 3. I mean, Jesus. At least you can shoot it sometimes, but go to the hole sometimes. The Oklahoma Thunder, the OKC, they like Shea, I think SGA, he is like the king of the mid-range. They are doing it more than just by threes. You can win in this league without a damn 3. Your best 3-point shooters are Zach, Vooch, and I'll give a half to Kobe and a half to Lonzo. After that,
that's it.
Jesus, Christopher, and Curtis Christ. Kristen, you just hit on the nail, on the head, man. So this is my thing about this. And again, growing up in Chicago, being a hooper and going to the greatest high school in the world in Chicago, CVS, where I am a 2019 Hall of Famer in my high school, by the way. My picture is on the wall in CVS. Right next to Dick Buckus, Juwan Howard, and those guys.
What year did you come out of CBS?
Yeah, I'm dead serious. I was inducted into the High School Hall of Fame in 2019.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. So I came
when
out.
When did you come out of CVS?
2003.
Okay.
2003. Okay. So
we got a local celebrity on our show.
Yeah. I'm somewhat of a Chicago big deal. You know what I
mean? Right. There we go.
No, but
we should put your face on the advertisement. But no,
No, but the thing about this team though is just because you shoot 3-pointers don't make you a 3-point shooter. I don't like Vooch shooting all these damn threes. I really don't. He's a big guy. I don't like big guys shooting threes like that. When you shoot, and you're averaging 8 and 9 rebounds, you're 6'10", 6'11".
Yeah.
Seriously? Are we kidding here? See, again, being so, I've been so spoiled by this one here. I really have.
I mean, we all were.
But you know what? I don't like to live in the past. I hate bringing up the glory days because
and that was a long time ago now. The Bulls, the Jordans, a long time ago now.
That was a long damn time ago. And for us to not have been at any glimpse of glory, except for when Derrick Rose won the MVP that year, when it was 62-20, that is as far as it went. And I went back and looked at the record from 1998 to now. We are 935 and 1142. Our record,
losers
since 1998.
Those boiling years. Woo.
I mean,
losers.
Those Tim Floyd years.
Tim Floyd years.
The Fred Hoiberg years. I'm just like,
for a minute, Bill Cartwright and Scott Skiles, Benny Bell.
In between Phil Jackson and Tom Thibodeau.
Listen, I know y'all ain't bring me on this show to just open up wounds that still hurt me right now.
I'm sorry, you kind of opening them up yourself.
I kind of did. I did kind of.
You can't help
it. Hey, but we're here to listen.
But no, in all seriousness, just to see this team not consistently moving the ball around and looking for the available player who can shoot a three to shoot that three, rather than just coming down and just sit at the damn 3 line waiting for somebody to pass him the damn ball. Like there's no movement with that. You're just sitting and waiting. Ain't nobody in the damn hole trying to just dig deep, be in the paint, be a big man. Pat Williams, he wasn't even good in college. I don't know why the hell we drafted him, but you gave him $90 million to give you 9 points. See, listen, I'm gonna tell y'all this much about me. There are things in life I don't play about. Michael Jeffrey is one of those players, or one of those things I don't play about. I think I know more about him than he knows about his damn self. And I know for a fact he don't like none of this. He don't like the NBA. I know he don't, because he worked too hard to get to where he was. But these players should be given every damn thing and not do nothing to even deserve it. You're giving them all this money, and this is the end result. This is the product you're putting out there. This is Chicago basketball, and you're looking like this consistently or inconsistently, however way you want to word that. But for them to not, and then again, Lonzo is a great facilitator. He's a great defender on the ball and even away from the ball. I don't even like him shooting threes that much either, because he ain't a great 3-point shooter. He's gotten better, but I don't know if I can rely on him the rest of the way, to see if he's going to actually not get hurt again. And quiet as kept, I did like when we had DeMar. DeMar was a mid-range king. He wasn't out there trying to just jack up a bunch of threes when it wasn't necessary. But he would go.
It felt like weirdly throwback, and you enjoyed seeing it because it reminded you of Jordan or Mamba, or you know what I mean? Like, it was like a
fourth quarter. He woke up in the fourth quarter. What I didn't like is that Zach kept taking several steps back and not like ingratiating himself in the offense with DeMar. I mean, I know DeMar is a ball-dominant player. I'm like, so are you. Like, it's going to be times that DeMar get double. You need to be just popping out and ready to receive that ball, because he can shoot it. When Zach is on, Zach be on.
Yeah.
When he off, he'll just like fall back and then like you don't hear from him again in the damn game, because now he passing the ball. He ain't got the confidence in himself no more, and I don't like seeing that from
him. You mentioned Patrick Williams, and on this show, that's Emilio Bucks. Not a big fan. I've been trying to lead with love this year to hopefully help push him through, but I'm losing that love.
God, Pat.
I am losing the love. I was talking to a friend and we were trying to remember where he was drafted. I was like, I think it's 7, or he said 7. I was like, maybe 12. And then when I realized it was the 4th pick.
Yeah. I was about to say, I'm like, you way off. Oh yeah.
No, I didn't. I was like, I can't believe this.
He seems like a number 7 or a 10.
Yes.
I remember seeing that pick, and I'm like, who? I watch college basketball. I don't know, who is he?
It was like Florida State.
And he came off the bench. You give a bench player, you make him the 4th round. And so, so Mr. Chicago and Emilio Bucks, this is my problem when we say tear it up and let them start over. This management cannot do the start over. They cannot be trusted to draft, because we've seen their work, and I don't want to see it anymore. I don't want to see it.
I don't trust this front office at all.
No.
But I've been very, very adamant about Jerry Reinsdorf. He is the smartest dumb owner in Chicago, and I've been on several shows talking about Chicago sports. Who can possibly be the worst owner in Chicago right now when it comes to these Chicago sports teams? I feel like George McCaskey is the worst because he just don't know what the hell he's doing. Jerry knows what the hell he's doing.
Yeah. He does.
He don't
advertising. He doesn't give a shit.
He only give a damn about the damn attendance that we keep selling out that damn United Center. And I've been asking people, and I've been seeing some of my cousins, some friends of mine up there. I said, stop going to these damn games. You're doing exactly what the hell Jerry wants your ass to do. Stop giving him money. He don't deserve our fandom and our support because this is the end result product that he's putting out there. We had no damn business losing the damn Hawks the other day. Really? The Hawks, and they were short-handed at that. I'm just like, come on, man.
And so here's another thing I was talking, Millie and I were talking before we started the show, and I want your opinion on it. I have, when you hear people say, okay, I want to see some of the Bulls young players play, let's trade Zach, Vooch, Ball, Giddey, whomever. What we saw Atlanta Hawks young bench players, first time ever playing, there is not a Bulls bench player that can do what they just did. Not a one.
Not a one. Like 19 points off the bench. I was like,
yes. Not that. How many did the guy hit? Like 5, 6 in a row or whatever, and he just played for the first like.
And you're like, who the fuck is this guy?
Right. Right.
And
the night before it was Alvarado that killed us again.
And what's funny about that is that I usually go to the Hawks games only when they play the Bulls. So same thing with the Falcons when they play the Bears. I go to those games. And I always have all my Chicago stuff on. So whenever I go to the Bulls game, when they play the Bulls, I have my jacket on with all the rings on it. I'm talking big shit to every damn Hawk fan that's out there. I'm like, where y'all veterans at? Y'all ain't just naked around here. Y'all ain't got no rings, man. Lenny Wilkins, hell, he was around when Dr. King got hit with the first rock. Like, really? Like, what are y'all doing out here? Like, but no, it's just to even be talking trash to them and then end up losing the game. I'm just like, I know this Hawks team is not better than what we have at the very least.
The last game, they blew a 17-point lead? The one before this one that they played?
Yeah, it was a 110-94
or something, right?
Yeah,
I think Zach was out that game.
In the fourth quarter, they seem to like forget what was working for them, and then just all of a sudden give up 15 and 17-point leads. I'm like, Billy Donovan, what are you doing, man?
That's a great point about forgetting. And this was last year, and they kind of did it. I forgot which game that Vooch had like 19 or 20 in the first half, and then he didn't get his first point again until like the fourth quarter. I think they lost that game. If you're the coach, one of those coaches on there, if your big man has been the hottest person on the team, and really most of the time Vooch stops himself. Like if he misses or whatever, it's not really anyone stopping him. How do you continue to allow your team to not see him, to miss him, to not give him the ball? And instead you have somebody shooting an ill-advised 3 when the man's down there jumping up and down, begging for the ball.
You know what's funny? Do y'all remember Vooch when he was in Orlando?
Yeah.
Do y'all remember how many threes he didn't take? He wasn't shooting no damn threes with the damn Magic. He wasn't shooting threes like that.
Because Stacey King always brings that up. That's Orlando Vooch right there. He's shooting
when he's in the paint. That's his bread and butter right there. Yeah. Stay there. Stop coming out here.
That's why he's shooting it better, because he is in the paint more. And I wish they would keep him there because, like you mentioned, no one's down there to rebound now. Once he leaves the paint, there's no one rebounding unless Josh Giddey goes down there.
And we saw for like about a minute and change the other night, he went with the double big lineup and had Jalen Smith in with Vooch, which I've been screaming for the past 2 years. Well, actually 3, because I've been like, play Drummond with Vooch. Play Drummond with Vooch. Now I'm like, play Smith with Vooch, but he won't do it. What is that?
Drummond, man.
Yeah, what do you think about that?
We should have kept Drummond. I love Drummond. His effort. He is I'm a rebound machine, man. He cared about getting them rebounds, getting them putbacks. And he was great for doing that. I'm like, but keep
and that's exactly what we needed.
Yeah. I'm like, start him. Damn it, bring him in. Let him start, because we need that kind of offense and those offensive rebounds to help get us second chance.
That's why they could play together. There was no need for Patrick Williams to be in the game. He could be the one to come off the bench, because if you want Vooch to stretch the floor even if he's doing mid-range, okay, at least somebody's down there that's going to rebound. Because right now, when you take Vooch mid-range, 3, whatever, when you take him out, there's no rebounds. So you either need to play, and as big as Patrick Williams is, he doesn't even rebound. Josh Giddey's a better rebounder than he is.
Jesus Christ. You got long arms, son. You got big hands, son. Why you ain't using this, man? Like, I don't understand how his length, because, I mean, they kept making these damn Kawhi Leonard comparisons, and I'm like, don't do that. Don't you dare. He ain't nowhere near that. And hell, Kawhi ain't even Kawhi no damn more. I know damn well he ain't. So I'm just like, so either Billy Donovan ain't using them right at all, or he just ain't that damn good. And I want to choose the latter on that. He just ain't that damn good. For $90 damn million, I'm not getting a return on my investment, man. I'm not getting anything from him. And
he's
I don't understand how he keeps getting put in there. He's
the fourth highest paid on the team.
Okay, so we've definitely established who's doing what here, like what's wrong, what they could be doing, what they should be doing. Now, so we're mired in mediocrity. It's the same thing every year for years now. Now, I want to talk about, are they going to break it up? And before we go there, we have another guest coming on the show tonight. It's my brother Black Eye. He's going to talk about his new album that me and him worked on together, but he's also going to give us some insight, his point of view on the Chicago Bulls. Let's bring brother Black Eye to the stage. It's the Black Eye.
Greetings.
Hello.
Thank you all for having me.
All right.
What's
Good to see you, sir.
Well, it's just like your head. One of those videos where you just got your head.
Right. It's the background that's making it look like it's an illusion.
I gotta get my video production.
No, it's just the floating head.
That's right.
So, Black Eye, Mr. Chicago, Kristen Stats.
What's going on?
What do we want from this team? Do we want to see them break up? Do we want to see them break this team up and start a rebuild? Black Eye, you've been looking at this team for the past few years. You know what we got or what we don't got. Are you ready for a rebuild, a tear down rebuild?
You know, this is it's an interesting point because obviously this is not the team that they desired. So they lost some pieces. I think dealing with this Lonzo Ball injury is kind of derailed what they maybe envisioned. But, it's a business. Cut your losses. Get some talent in here. We're Chicago. We should not ever not be in the playoffs or running to get in the playoffs. Period, point blank. Absolutely. And we supported this team as fans loyally, die hard. I mean, you got me with the, I'm still rolling on Jordan legacy. So, like,
all I got you, man. Listen, I'm a big Jordan guy. I got every damn pair of shoes. I can't keep listening. I don't even bring Jordan up in discussions because I'm like, that was then. I was a kid then. I'm like, man. I'm 40 now. Like, what are we doing right now?
What are we doing? And I was surprised they let DeMar go, but I'm assuming it must have been some kind of other deal. But right now it's who I mean, I'm no analyst, but given that one, I can't even watch half of the games.
No.
Who are these people on this team? Who is that? I'm sitting watching the game like, who the heck is that? When did he get on the team?
Listen, I was feeling that same way about the draft this year. I'm like, okay, I didn't watch enough college basketball because it was mostly international players anyway. But I'm just like,
right,
like maybe 4 or 5 names, and I'm just like, who is that? I didn't even know who we drafted. I was like, wait, who?
Right.
I watched women's college basketball more than I watched the men, so I knew.
Right. I think we all did a little bit this past year.
Yeah.
I hardly recognize some of the players on this team now, and it's just like, okay, all right, we got him from where? Is he good?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so it could get a lot worse. What do we do, Mr. Chicago? Do we trade? Do we trade Zach?
Okay,
do we trade Vooch? Do we tear it down and start over?
We've been tilting at this particular windmill for quite some time with this whole idea of trading Zach. My question, though, is at this point, because his contract is way too high, and that's why people are not signing up to take on that contract. What's the alternative? Who are we getting? Because without Zach, we don't have a star player here. Technically, I mean, Kobe is going to be Kobe and how he hoops, but we can't deem him as the star player or the main player on this team from that point on.
Can't sell that.
Yeah, and the fact that the Bulls can't seem to get the damn rebuild right, because they're not rebuilding, they kind of like refurbish it, or they just replenish it, and they're like renovating. You're not even rebuilding correctly, Jerry Reinsdorf. You're sitting on your damn hands, and quite frankly, you've been stealing money from my damn city too long. I don't appreciate this. I need you to leave the city, or possibly go take a nap and don't wake back up, because I can't keep dealing with this with him.
He's taking a nap and
sell the team, man. You own too many teams in the city already. You're making too much money.
Said leave the city.
I don't appreciate that. But no, I just asked. What's the alternative?
You hitting the nail on the head right there. You hit.
Kristen, are you ready for a rebuild? What do you want from this team?
No, I'm not. I understand some changes have to be made, but my changes start at the top, and they start at the coaching, and it starts with some of the players. There are definitely expendable players on this team. You know, everyone's so excited about the Pistons this year. They're 21-20 after being 14-68 last year, but it was 6 years of 20-46, 20-52, 23-59, 17-65, 14-68. And then before that, they were 41-41. Okay. So
Christian
6 years.
Stats, give it to me.
6 years.
Deal with that.
Now they're good and they have this young talent. But can we watch 6 years? I know this NBA draft is better. Okay, we're not lucking up with another number one pick. We're not getting Cooper. Okay, we're not. All right, we got Derek. We're not getting another 1% chance of getting the number one pick. Yeah. So, as you mentioned, Mr. Chicago, what are you getting that is going to be better than Zach? Why don't you wait? And Emilio, you brought this up once before. You waited this damn long for Lonzo. Okay, you're probably going to be able to get Lonzo at the cheap. Zach has one more year in the player option after that. Vooch has one more year after this year. So you could just go into next year and possibly trade them at the trade deadline to get something for them. But why not? When you see how well they can play against good teams, why not look at what you could do to possibly build? Okay, you need a shooter coming off the bench. You need better rebounding. Why don't you look for somebody who's young that can do all that? And then you're starting to build, you're building young, you have young talent. And so when Zach, Vooch, and all those fall off, you have a good young core. Because right now you don't. Kobe is consistently inconsistent. Patrick Williams is just wasting space.
Patrick Williams.
And then you have, and then you have Ayo, who is Ayo. But like you mentioned, Mr. Chicago, who's your star once Zach is gone? And I know we feel this.
Ayo is so inconsistent.
Yeah, but he's a Chicago star. But who's excited? Who you get excited? Okay, you'll get excited about Matas if he stops shooting threes and just starts dunking on people. But with Zach, you're bound to get something: a three, an important three, a dunk, something. I just think that they could try one more time to see what they could get. Somebody may want Patrick Williams. Maybe you can get
somebody has to. Somebody take him. I would just give them to you. We don't even need nothing back in the damn turn. Just take him. Just you can have. Yeah, I give you money just to take his ass. Like,
right.
I don't want him here.
Okay, I'll float one by you, all of you.
Okay. Yes.
Why don't you? Can you package? And this is an expensive package.
Every package.
Can you move pat with Kobe.
That's only 30 million. That's not that bad.
Yeah.
I mean,
I would move. I feel like, honestly, you give Io enough time, that's Kobe's numbers right there.
true.
You don't really, you don't even need Kobe. Like, you give Io the minutes and let him develop another year. That's Kobe's numbers right there.
But Io ain't the shooter that Kobe is, though. I mean, Kobe has his inconsistent moments. Io just ain't a great.
I get it, but that's what I'm saying. Like a little bit more development.
Yeah.
I mean,
can I mention this too?
Please.
Going to the point that you just said, Christian, about starting from the top. Can we just hurry up and fire Billy Donovan and you'll get Mike Brown? I want Mike Brown. I want Mike Brown.
Okay.
I'm not asking for nobody else. I want Mike Brown. I know damn well how good of a coach he is. He's good at developing and utilizing talent because he sees talent in every damn player he's coached, and he's going to get the best out of them damn players. I need Mike Brown over
I'll do it because you know what else bothers me about Billy Donovan is, other teams. Let's go with the Celtics. They don't take off Jalen and Tatum at the same time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Why do you take off Vooch and Zach at the same time?
And don't bring them back in until there's like 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter and you're down 15.
You're taking them out at the wrong time, at the same time, at the wrong time.
Yes.
It's
Why
crazy.
aren't you staggering? Okay, those are your two highest scorers. Why aren't you staggering them?
It's almost like he's got instructions to tank the team.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now.
That's what I'm kind of alluding to. Like,
I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Y'all lucky I'm not up there and going to them damn games because y'all gonna see me on WGN News getting escorted out that damn building because I'm gonna have some words specifically for Billy damn Donovan.
Man,
and I'm getting escorted. I might not be able to be welcome back in the building.
you don't want to be banned now.
Right.
I don't want to be, but I got to say,
you got to make a point.
Things out loud, man. I can't.
And the draft picks that they're going to get are going to be for like 2028 and 2020 and 2030. They're not even going to get draft picks for this year.
I can't even think that far ahead right now.
I can't even think.
Like,
2028. Like, what?
You see the trades that are happening. It's usually like a second round for 2027. It's not even that many for this coming year.
And Chris, let me tell you. So you said something in your tape that I don't take blood pressure medication, but now I'm going to have to because if I got to sit here with a straight face and go through 6 years of agonizing, just terrible ass basketball, I ain't gonna make it, man. I'm just not gonna live past 45. I'm telling y'all right now.
That's what I'm saying. Like people keep saying, like it's like they. It's everything's so recent history, right? So most people don't remember from the 2019-2020 season, they were trash. So you really want 6 years of trash?
When she put it like that, I was like, oh, why she do that?
People are like, oh, it's only going to be 3 years. It's going to be 6 years of trash.
Because we would
MJ
have
said
the
it
right
back in the
people
day.
in
He
place for it
said
to be shorter than that. Yeah, we don't have the right people in place.
Exactly.
MJ said back in the day, even when you try to rebuild, there's no guarantee.
Well, who was it? I forgot who said prospects are suspects.
They are. That is a very fine point to make because, again, knowing what talent is to come, we know a few of the talented players coming out of college this upcoming year, but we don't know 2028 what other players are going to be coming out, going to be looking good. It's going to be looking like the next phenom or next all-star, next superstar player. So it's like, okay, what do we do here? Do we stay in purgatory, make the damn in-season, out-season damn tournament? I don't know what the hell they call these damn tournaments. It's stupid to me. You should have been doing that. On top of it, they're talking about taking away the conferences to have a whole 16-team playoff. The damn wheel don't need to be reinvented. It's been rolling how it's been rolling. And the 82 games.
Why don't you just have a better quality product? Because they're trying to get fans back and fans excited and all that. Just have better quality play. people will come back. And why don't you require these damn cities to have better teams?
Absolutely.
Okay, no one right now should only have 6 wins. That's absolutely ridiculous. If your team only has 6 wins, that's not a professional team.
Is that
Washington or somebody they
Washington
like
or North or Charlotte? Who is it?
I think it's Charlotte. Ain't it?
Charlotte.
I think Washington got like 10 wins, don't they?
The Wizards.
The Wizards.
The Bulls.
They got 6 wins.
Hornets have 9.
The Hornets have 9.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, I'm a little low. I'm lower on it, but still.
But they want to be on load management and they tired and shit, and they making 40, 50 million damn dollars, and you tired? 40, 50 million. Playing back-to-back games. Joel Embiid getting caught on the damn mic saying, "Oh yeah, I don't do back." Really? You don't do back-to-back? See, I'm telling y'all, Michael Jeffrey do not approve of any of y'all. He don't like none of y'all. I know he don't.
And the Bulls, even if they get rid of all these players, they probably won't, because this is our luck. They won't even be bad enough to keep that protected, that top 10 pick. You know, that's what they're trying to do. They want to be bad enough so they can keep that pick.
They don't even know how to be bad, Chris. They don't even know how to be bad.
They don't know how to be bad. See, they'll mess it up.
Yeah.
They'll trade Zach. They'll trade Vooch, Ball, Giddey, all these people. And now we're watching Dalen Terry and that Adam or whatever his name is. And they're going to get one more win and get themselves out of that damn pit.
What you're telling me is the Chicago Bulls are the Chicago White Sox of basketball.
Yeah.
That's what the hell you're telling me.
Same business model, right?
Same business model.
Same damn owner who only cared about the damn asses in the seats. That's all he cared about.
That's it. And you know what's messed up? That stadium is packed for every game. Every game.
Yes.
Listen, Bulls Nation, if you all are watching and tuning in, this is Mr. Chicago telling you. I got Chicago tattooed on my damn back. I'm telling you all with a straight face, stop patronizing and supporting this damn team. The only way we're going to see real change be impacted and done is if them damn pockets are affected. Stop giving Jerry your damn money. Jerry observed.
Well, you know,
I've had this damn.
You know what happens, Mr. Chicago?
I ain't buying no more damn hats.
You know what a lot of it is? They give away a lot of tickets.
What does that
and
tell
then
you?
He makes his money off of concessions.
But what does that tell you though? The fact
so
that
it's like once he draws you in, that's his business model. He's drawn all of the 300 section is packed.
Yeah.
Though people aren't paying for those seats, those are free giveaways. But then once he gets you in, then you buy in the $10-12 beer and the $8 hot dog and everything. That's the business model. It works. And like Jerry Reinsdorf, what he's trying to accomplish, he's accomplishing.
Yeah.
But think about
this. It's making money.
You look at all the bad teams around the league, they all giving out damn tickets to come to the damn game.
Yeah, because
we are in a giving away ticket season. That's what the hell we're doing right now. Because
he's lucky because it's winter in Chicago. So there aren't too many places you can go to entertain yourself.
So if you get free tickets, you got kids, and you get a bunch of free tickets, it's like, hey, let's go to the game. And then you still wind up spending a couple $100 in concessions.
Yes.
He's
buying jerseys, buying hats at the damn damn gift shop. See, again, it's all a scale because the damn.
And you know who are there in droves? Honestly, at the Bulls games, it's black and brown people. We make up the majority of fans at Bulls games. I've been to one every year the past few years, and I'm like, wow, this is really like.
Buy me some damn floor seats for about $15 right there.
Right?
You will as soon as they get rid of everybody, and you'll be watching Dalen Terry running around trying to figure out what he's doing.
And he'll be starting.
Yeah,
right.
And Giddey gonna be
because he's the vet.
From that point on. He gonna be the star player averaging 19 points a game.
Don't you think they're gonna possibly trade him since they didn't even sign him to an extension? This is it.
Wait, they haven't signed him yet?
No, when they traded for him, they didn't sign him.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Well,
so that's why people are wondering, will he be part of the trade?
So you just gave away Caruso for nothing then, huh?
Yeah, okay. When you could have gotten And what was it last year? The Warriors, they had so many better packages for him.
Yeah.
And this is the one. And I like Giddey. So like either re-sign him, sign to an extension, or you basically wasted the defense of Alex Caruso because he could make a difference in some of those blown losses.
Can we go get Jimmy back? I'd take Jimmy Butler back.
I don't know. He's gonna tear up the team again. You know, that's Jimmy's thing.
At least he gonna play, damn it. Hell, he gonna play hard.
He's not gonna play here not to win.
That's true, but look at what he's doing. He's already done all he can do in Miami.
Jimmy, what I take Jimmy back,
and they lost
because they wouldn't help him. And see, that's why he's like, I'm tired of you. I asked you, didn't get me Damian Lillard. You didn't give me this person. You didn't give me this person. Like, you won't help me. I'm killing myself.
Jimmy Butler, Black Eye. Who would you give up for Jimmy Butler?
Patrick Williams.
Yeah, you know, I hate to say it, but Mr. Williams, I really don't understand his place on our team. And honestly, maybe, you know, maybe I'm looking at it wrong, but he's got the greatest fan seat in the house.
You're looking at it the right way. You're looking at it.
And I'm gonna say something that's probably
accurate. Yeah,
I'm gonna say this is probably controversial, and this is just my own personal pet peeve, but these players that are consistently getting you 20 points a night, but then the team don't win, I have a problem with them. And not to say it's a bad thing, but it's just like their money can be invested in somebody else. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna say a name, but I really would like to see. Again, maybe I'm just looking at it from a different perspective, but it's, you know, this is a team sport. And granted, yeah, you getting your millions, and yeah, you're gonna get your minutes and you're gonna get your points. But if we all don't win, it don't mean nothing. You know, you just went out there and showboated for, you know, 30 minutes, you know, for the game, and at the end of the night, we all lost. You know,
so what can you do about that though? If you're trying to carry a team that's kind of garbage.
Yeah, and like I say, from his perspective, it's like, you know, I'm here. You know why I'm here. I'm here to play ball for money, and so I'm gonna get my numbers. And at the end, when it's all said and done, I'm gonna have a gold wheelchair.
I think that's an interesting point, and I wonder if maybe you're talking about Zach.
I'm not gonna
I feel like I would like to see Zach be the star of this team.
Yes.
And be more aggressive. And I want to either win or lose because of Zach.
Yes.
Because that's what your star player is supposed to be to your team.
Absolutely.
Those nights where it is a team sport.
Yes.
But there's got to be those nights where your star wins the game for you, or in his attempt to win the game for you, he ends up losing the game for you. But you live with that because he wins some games for you.
That's right. He's the man, and this is his best season. He's finally healthy, like DeMar said.
Yeah.
So he has been trying to will the team to win. Vooch is playing better than he has. Lonzo Ball is an amazing medical mystery. And then it falls off.
I don't think. I'm starting to feel like Lonzo, with the money we paid him, I don't think the juice is worth the damn squeeze. Now, I can't trust him.
Well, he said
the injury.
I like
Before
that.
the injury, it was.
The juice ain't worth the squeeze.
Before the injury, yes. Now, you know, with Mr. Chicago and Black Eye, something Emilio and I talked about last year, or I think even when we first started this. Another problem with management. They were not proactive when that man got hurt. Okay. You saw how your team was running with a floor general. He didn't you didn't need him to score because you had him to score.
He's an offensive liability, but he didn't.
But they never went and found another floor general. When Drew Holiday was sitting out there after he had gotten traded, and the Bulls never thought, let's at least see if we can go get him, because that's a floor general and a defensive player. And we have always blamed management for never being proactive to get back to that glory where they were, because they were the number one team in the East when Lonzo was here, because they had a floor general. And at that point, Vooch, DeMar, and Zach could all play together. Remember, once Lonzo got hurt, everyone claimed they couldn't play together. They were the number one team in the East, and everyone got the ball. And so the fact that they never thought, let's get a new floor general. They tried to turn Kobe in that, and Kobe's a shooting guard. He's not a point guard.
Not a floor general.
He can't see the floor.
No.
His job is to score points.
He said he can't see the floor.
He can't.
He can't. He does not have that court vision.
They try to make him a point guard, and when he's dribbling, he's not looking to see where to make the play. He's trying to see where there is a place for him to shoot. Like he's not
his hair all around.
And that's why he has a cervical spots are. Yeah, and that's why he has a cervical sprain, because he's always jerking his damn head trying to get a ball. And we said he was going to get
damn hair back down.
And he did.
Cut the hair. Cut that hair.
It was fine when it was low, man. But I
braided or something.
When it comes to development and just the front office situation in general, can we get BJ Armstrong in here? Or are we not gonna like hire BJ to be a player personnel or developer or something? Because BJ know his goddamn sport. He know this sport. He know basketball, and he knows how to develop players. Why is this organization and this owner not looking to bring him in to some type of capacity? But you keeping you kept Gar Forman ass here too damn long. John Paxson has been living off that damn 25-point game in the damn finals for too damn long for me. I am sick of him. Get him out of here, man. Either he dating your damn daughter or dating your niece or something. I don't know. He got papers on him or something.
He got some naked photos.
He got some pictures on him or something. That's all I'm saying. But then him and Artemis, like, why are they even here, man? I thought Artemis was gonna actually do something when he got here and took the damn job. I'm just like, but we got BJ Armstrong. I've been like watching his podcast, listening to him, how he talks about the game and how players are supposed to be developed, and how you have people or scouts out here telling these players shooting a 2-pointer is a bad shot. What the hell? This 3-point shooting, this is not hooping, man. That's not crazy. Basketball.
Especially if you can't shoot. If you can't shoot, you're worthless. If you can't shoot the 3 and you're going to take 10 a game and you make 1, that is pathetic.
Yeah. I blame Steph Curry for this. And I like Steph. It's not his fault.
Listen, I've always said this. But Steph definitely gave people too much damn hope and optimism about
him and Clay. You know, because until they won, it was always you live by the 3, you die by the 3. And they were the first team to live by it and then win by it. And then it was like everybody became a copycat.
Yeah. That's their game. That ain't their game. Ain't your game.
That's their game.
That's not your game. You're trying to play their game.
Yes, and I need Billy Donovan to stop. And they got in trouble for not doing it before, so now they're going to do it. And Kobe's like, who wouldn't want to play for him when you can shoot whenever you want to? Hey, you're not good, buddy. You were just 1 for 10 from yesterday. You're not good anymore. Okay, stop.
That's a shirt. That's a shirt. Hey, you're not good, buddy.
Billy enables them. He enables them. He's a damn enabler. Yes. And that's the worst kind of person. That I hate an enabler. That's the worst person on earth because you're telling somebody that their wrong is right. You're enabling them. You're crippling them.
And that's exactly what the hell
he's doing.
I want to.
Oh, go ahead.
I want to bring attention to what Jackass Whiskey and Pinto Beans are saying here. The 3-point line should be eliminated, and I've heard this concept floated around. What do you all think? Should the 3-point line be eliminated? Kristen, what do you think about that?
Okay, maybe not eliminated, but since they like doing little gadget plays and little goofy things, maybe there's a certain point of the game that the 3-point shot is available to you. You can't do it all game, but maybe only second and fourth quarter, the 3-point shot is available. So that's when you can come and do it almost like a replay. There's only certain times you can do it, or you move it back. The problem is too many people will be like Denzel Valentine and still shoot it from the logo, even if they move it back.
Why was
they're going to be shooting it from the logo? So
Valentine was trash, boy.
Trash.
That shot. All right, who in the hell? But okay, maybe not eliminated, but I think you can't use it all game.
Well,
Mr. Chicago, what do you think about eliminating the 3-point line?
You can't eliminate what's a part of the game. The 3-point shot has been around how many years now? How many decades?
Since I don't know when did it start. Was it the 70s or the 80s?
I want to say it was the 70s. But the fact that it's a part of the game, true enough. So you shouldn't be able to rely heavily on it. What I would start from the very top when it comes to scouting and development. These scouts and these coaches need to be telling their damn players, stop relying on the damn 3-pointer so much. Like taking that part of the game from the game, that's not going to help. Now you're going to only
does it need to be something drastic like that? Because you're trying to get telling the coaches to stop coaching this way. It's easier to eliminate it or put limits on it than it is to get them to.
You can only shoot 20 a game. Like maybe it's something like almost a timeout.
But that makes the game longer though, because now you're going to sit up and tell a team they're in violation for exceeding that limit. Like, okay, then where does it stop? Because it's like this is multi-layer. So again, the 3-point shot is supposed to be a part of the game, but this is not supposed to be the damn game. Yeah. That's the problem, and the problem is with the coaching and development of these players. That's what the root of the problem is with this situation, with them shooting excessively all these damn 3-pointers. They have to be told, hey, a bank shot, a 16-footer, 15-footer, these are still efficient shots. These are still effective game-winning, game-driving shots. You need to be shooting these shots. Get your ass in the damn paint and start pounding some folks down here. Stop being so soft. Joel Embiid, not only does he not be dribbling at the damn 3-point line, he be fading away at the 3 line. You 6'10", my dude. What you doing, man? Nobody would stop you down there if you had that dog in you. You have it in you sometimes, but not all the time. And you're always flopping on the damn floor. Why are you always falling, man?
Ooh, and he falls hard.
He be falling so hard. Why? That's why you're always injured. Why you always on the floor, dog?
He's a clumsy faller.
Because think about
he needs to go to acting school.
And even bringing in a person like Ben Simmons, who seemed to have like basketball dysfunction or erectile basketball dysfunction. Yeah, he can't sit there and get it up. Like, wait, so you on the gram shooting all these damn shots in LA Fitness? Are you the best open gym player at LA Fitness though? But you come to the regular NBA game, you can't even attempt to shoot one, and you can't shoot free throws. What are you good for? So this is a part of the game, but they have to not be the game. It cannot.
Well, what we need a team that doesn't rely on the threes as much to win a championship. Since it's a copycat league, as soon like Cleveland, they have the 2 big men. They're kind of like bringing back the big men,
and they're efficient.
OKC, I think they're pretty efficient. Like the 3 is Houston still part. The 3 is still part of their game, but that's not the only part. So really, we need those teams to start winning, and then people will see, okay, let's incorporate everything into the game.
Now, when you start to see the facts show that teams are more effective and winning more games without shooting a high volume of threes, that's evidence right there. That's proof that this can work on a consistent basis, especially when you're playing against teams that ain't even that damn good at shooting the damn 3. So now you make them play your game. They having to force up them damn threes, and you're already up. Guess what? That's proof that this is an effective way of approaching the game. Mm-hmm. But you have to approach it that way. You have to see what you have out there and know your personnel. No, you ain't got no damn Reggie Miller and Dale Ellis, no damn Glenn Rice out there.
Hey.
No, you ain't one of them.
Real talk.
You got to be able to know your
There's
personnel.
really only one player on the Bulls that you could allow to shoot threes often. There's really only one. There's only one player. Zach is the main person. Like because he's gonna miss too. I'm not saying he hits them all the time, but he's the most consistent. I think he's hitting over 40%. Billy Donovan's rule should be if you've missed 3, you can't take any more for a while. You're done for this quarter. You can come back next quarter and shoot, but you're done. I want you driving to the basket.
But it's Billy that's telling him to jack him up. So
you said, I think you said that on the last. You gave the blueprint on it. If you miss 3, stop shooting 3.
Stop shooting the damn 3 if you miss 3. Right. That's a very simple logic to
you're on punishment. I'm putting you on punishment, and if you don't like it, then you need to get in the gym and get with Peter Patton and learn how to shoot better.
That is
until you can be consistent, and maybe that would make people like take better threes, because I know if I miss 3, I'm done. But
stop having Vooch at the top of the damn key on this pick and roll shit, and he's standing up at the top of the key waiting to shoot the damn 3. Yeah. Why is he up there?
And he's your only.
Why is he up there?
He's your best scorer in the paint. He's your best rebounder. That's where he should be most of the time. Most of the time, that's where he has been there more. But you notice when they do start losing, when they're winning, he's down in that paint more. Those games that they've lost, you're right. He's at the top of the key waiting to shoot a 3, and everybody's at the 3-point line. And so when Kobe shoots and he misses, the long rebound doesn't come to them.
Nope.
They get boxed out every time because everyone's sitting there waiting. And I've noticed even the plays now, Zach is always out there. I miss the days in the beginning where they were even cutting more. Like they're not cutting as much as they used to. It's like they lose their whole identity. And somebody said it earlier. Maybe they are trying to tank, but they're bad at tanking. Like they're just bad at everything. Losing, winning, tanking.
Because they're tanking, but still trying to be entertaining to sell tickets, which they're doing.
Passing up open layups to kick it out to somebody to shoot a damn 3.
Kobe, that's your boy. That's your boy, Kobe.
You're coming out to listen. My high school coach, Donald Russell, his brother was Cassie Russell, who played for New York Knicks. He would take you out the damn game if you sit up here at an open damn layup and you're gonna kick it out to somebody for a 3. Are you kidding me?
It's not. You can see that if you got doubled or triple teamed. So now your best option is to throw it out.
Or if you got Reggie Miller out there,
or Steph Curry.
Yeah.
But I'm not kicking it out to Dalen Terry.
I'm not going to kick it out to even Steph Curry if I get an open layup.
If you got an open layup, you take it too. You take the high percentage. There was a time when in basketball, Stacey says it's a simple game. You take the high percentage shot.
It drives Stacey.
But they pass up the high percentage shot for.
My grandmama used to say something. You can't do wrong right.
I mean, really,
that should be their slogan instead of only the Bulls. Like you can't do wrong.
Listen, and one of my analogies that I always use is, hell, you got Chicago teams taking an open book test and getting the right answers wrong. How the hell are you doing that? How are you doing that? The answer right there. It's right there in the damn book.
Right there.
Are you not reading or something?
Absolutely.
They have a wrong book. Something.
Hey y'all, so it's getting to be about that time to wrap. But before we go, I want to talk to Black Eye a little bit about his new project that he worked with yours truly. Why don't you talk about what you got cooking, Black Eye?
Man, so again, thank you all for letting me come on and chop it up with you guys. Great show. But me and Mr. Bucks go way back. We've been doing this music thing for a while, and I don't want to date myself, but I'm not a spring chicken anymore. And this new project is called A Time to Live. And so the mode is to get people to just, invest in themselves, take a moment and do what you feel passionate about. Forget trying to please other people and all the other hats you have to wear, and be present for yourself, because if you don't, it all starts with you. So if you don't fulfill yourself, then you can't fulfill anybody else. Right. So right. we've been on a movement here, and then hip hop is kind of it's gone astray, man. It's like the Bulls. It's got some rough management, some crazy owners, and it's time to let's take it back to where the music meant something and you were saying something to the people, because music is a powerful tool. You know, it's an ancient technology that will touch into your soul. And if you're constantly promoting death and destruction, what you think is going to happen? So I know the album cover there is a little provocative, but I like it. I love it. It's like burn that house down. Time is running out.
It speaks volumes, man.
Yes.
It's a time to live. You know what I mean? Because the clock is ticking. Man. And it's on fire. So it's like get busy living or get busy dying.
That's right.
And guess what? You only get to star in this movie once. There's no sequel to this.
Absolutely. Hey, so you can catch A Time to Live on all streaming services, or at least the ones that count, including Spotify and Apple Music. We're also on Bandcamp if you want to purchase a copy. Always love when you support the arts.
Love
thank you for coming on, Black Eye. Thank you, Mr. Chicago. And of course, thank you to my co-host, Kristen Stats. Thank you to everybody who jumped in and joined us tonight, from Crooked Commish to Jackass, Sean Wan, everybody that chimed in and conversed with us. This was a great show. I really enjoyed this. We got to do this again, Mr. Chicago and Black Eye. We got to collaborate more on this. It brings a lot of positive energy to the podcast. I appreciate all of you.
Let's go. Forget all this bull spit.
Yeah, man. Chicago against the world, man. I will always
conclude Chicago to the world, blow up.
Chicago against the damn world, man.
Peace.
Good night.
This has been a Chicago Clubhouse Network production.